The big story we're tracking this morning. Now, there are more signs that Congress Vice-President Rahul Gandhi may have returned from his 58-day-long sabbatical. Reports coming in say that to the clarification, sources also say that Rahul is in Delhi but hasn't reached his residence yet. There is also no information as to where the Congress Vice-President was holidaying all this while. Let's get a word from our executive editor Javed Ansari, who's with us live from outside Rahul's residence in the national capital. Javed Ansari, take us through what's happening there, and do we know for sure whether Rahul is now at his official residence on Tughlak Road?
Look, everything points to the fact that Rahul Gandhi is at his Tughlak Road residence. His mother is here. She was the first one to arrive, followed thereafter by his sister Priyanka Gandhi. The family is now inside. They're meeting Rahul Gandhi after a long 58 long days. Rahul Gandhi, we are told, arrived back in the country in the early hours of this morning. He's now with his family. We are told in the course of the day, at some point in the course of the day, there'll be a statement put out, official statement put out by the party. No other leader senior Congress leader has come here right now. It's just the family. Maybe once it's officially confirmed, and once the family has finished with meeting and conferring with Rahul, the other leaders will begin trooping in.
Right, and Javed Ansari, this is something that we were earlier talking about as well. There's a veil of secrecy around Rahul Gandhi's return, and as you're rightly pointing out, only members of the Gandhi family, Sonia and Priyanka, are allowed to visit Rahul. There are no leaders who are rushing to meet Rahul at this point.
Yes, and what I can tell our viewers is that now the police have put up a barricade. If you see, they brought out these barricades right in front of us. There's a media scrum happening. They're waiting. So all this perhaps indicates that somebody will come out and make a statement, an official statement, officially telling us that Rahul Gandhi is here and details with regards to his return. Everything points now to the fact that it's all building up. The police were quiet for a while. Now they put up these barricades. There are a large number of media personnel, television cameras who've gathered here. The family is inside. So any moment from now, we are told that somebody will come out and brief us.
All right, so an official statement on Rahul Gandhi's return expected any time now. Javed Ansari, stay on with us. Let's listen into a reaction that we're getting from Union Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi.
कांग्रेस की अपनी समस्या है, उनके नेता लुप्त होते हैं, उनके नेता जो है वो ध्यान में चले जाते हैं, उसके बाद ध्यान से वापस आकर के फिर प्रकट होते हैं। तो ये सारे प्रकट होने और लुप्त होने का काम कांग्रेस में चलने दीजिए, हमें उससे कोई टिप्पणी करने की आवश्यकता नहीं।
Right, we have with us BJP spokesperson GVL Narasimha Rao, who's with us on the phone line. GVL, how do you respond to the news of Rahul Gandhi's return and the fact that only members of his family have reached his residence? There are no Congress leaders who've been asked to come and meet him at his official residence.
I know that's not something which would not really warrant a political comment, because whom he chooses to meet is his prerogative. But the larger political question is the manner in which different leaders, the top leaders of the Congress party, people like even Sheila Dikshit, people like Amrinder Singh, Captain Amrinder Singh, who have had very senior positions and were chief ministers of the Congress-ruled state government, came out publicly and denounced the leadership of Rahul Gandhi and publicly condemned him as a failed leader who does not have the potential to lead the party. What does that show? There is a complete vote of no confidence against Rahul Gandhi in the family that always surrenders to the diktats of the dynasty. I think today you have a situation where there seems to be a virtual divide of the Congress leaders and cadres behind Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. So is there an internal family dispute, conflict? Is that the reason why Sonia and Priyanka, whoever, and have gone to meet Rahul Gandhi? Are they trying to cajole him after having condemned him publicly? I think these are the real questions, and only answers to this would be available in the days to come.
And GVL Narasimha Rao, you as a member of the opposition, do you see a more credible opposition leader in Sonia Gandhi compared to Rahul?
I think we are the ruling party now. We are not in the opposition. And
No, do you see a stronger opposition leader in Sonia compared to Rahul?
No, I think I think for us, the members of the dynasty, whether it's Sonia or Rahul, we have fought elections against them, and they have been found repeatedly with both of them leading the Congress party in successive elections, including the Lok Sabha elections of 2014 and the Assembly elections thereafter. The Congress is clearly, I think Congress has gone through a period of crisis. And there is a crisis of confidence. There is a complete collapse of confidence. And now there seems to be some kind of an internal rivalry within the party as to who should lead the party in future. And a weakened opposition, a decimated opposition being in an internal turmoil like this, I think cannot pose any challenge to a ruling party like us, which continues to have posted repeated successes in different elections, and we are still confident.
And I want to ask you, Rahul's return coincides with Congress's mega rally in the national capital. Are you wary of this rally garnering more attention and more focus because of this entire controversy on Rahul Gandhi's disappearance and the fact that he may probably make his first public appearance at that rally?
I think what would be of interest from political perspective and also media perspective is how different factions within the Congress party would rally behind the two members of the family, the mother and son. Would the divisions that have come to the fore over the past few weeks, would you see any kind of toning down of these internal conflict, or would this continue to persist? Who is going to speak rather than the land bill? I think the focus would be on who would praise Sonia Gandhi and who would repose confidence in Rahul Gandhi. The whole focus has now shifted to the family. Land bill is just a ruse. Land bill is something that nobody would be focusing on. The focus would be on the two members of the parivar, of the family, and who will rally behind whom. I think this is the real story. There is nothing else beyond this.
All right, GVL Narasimha Rao of the BJP, thanks so much for speaking to Headlines today. Let's go back to our Executive Editor Javed Ansari, who's outside Rahul Gandhi's residence this morning. Javed Ansari, as GVL Narasimha Rao was also pointing out, Rahul's return might take the focus away from the Congress rally rather than gathering more of a spotlight on that huge protest that the Congress is organizing in the national capital on the 19th.
I mean, I'm sure that's what Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao and his party would want. But the fact is that the Congress has been in an overdrive on the land issue bill, and this is something that they are not going to relent on. Certainly, yes, the latest episode, drama surrounding around Rahul Gandhi's return to the country and all that will occupy mind space as far as the media is concerned for some time. But that rally is on Sunday. It's on the 19th. There are still few days. We are told Rahul Gandhi will be meeting delegations of farmers tomorrow and the after, and then on the 19th he will address that rally. So all that, as far as taking the focus away from the land acquisition issue is concerned, I'm not so sure. But he said certainly, yes, the kind of single-minded devotion that the Congress would have liked to focus on that issue that has now been diverted a bit, because some of the attention now is focused on the circumstances relating to Mr. Rahul Gandhi's return to the country.
Absolutely. And Javed Ansari, of course, we've seen hushed whispers within the Congress party almost ridiculing Rahul Gandhi, criticizing the timing of his sabbatical as it happened days ahead of the budget session. Is there a sense within the Congress party that leaders want him to actually now come out and speak to them, lift that veil of secrecy that has surrounded the Gandhi stay until now?
Well, most certainly, Rahul Gandhi could do with a lot more accessibility and communication there. These are two big question marks about him, that he's not readily accessible and that his communication skills leave a lot to be desired. You know, when you're leading a team, you need to take everybody along, and Rahul Gandhi has to demonstrate it, that much of the heartburn and the misgivings that surround Rahul Gandhi is on account of the fact that he is credited with the view that he wants to start anew, that he wants to start with a fresh new team, and that all the old-timers will be put to the side. And that's something which is causing heartburns. That is something which is giving way to a lot of discontent within the party. These are issues that Rahul Gandhi will have to address in the days and weeks ahead.
Javed Ansari, stay on with us. Javed Ansari, our executive editor, getting us the latest update from outside Rahul Gandhi's residence. There are reports that indicate that Rahul Gandhi may have now arrived in the national capital. Of course, no confirmation yet, but Congress President Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi's arrival at Rahul's Tughlak Road residence suggests that Rahul may finally be back after 58 days. Now, of course, Rahul Gandhi's sabbatical has been criticized a lot by the opposition, even from leaders within the Congress party, coming as it did just days ahead of the crucial budget session. In fact, the criticism that's being mounted on Rahul has been that he was absent and failed to provide any leadership to the Congress when it needed it most. Of course, what we've seen over the last 58 days is that Sonia Gandhi has come out and taken charge of mounting an attack on the NDA government. The land acquisition bill is something that's been the focus of the Congress's campaign. Let's get a word from Pramod Tiwari, who's with us on the phone line. Pramod Tiwari, can you confirm to us, has anyone confirmed to you whether Rahul Gandhi is finally back or not, and is he likely to meet Congress leaders today?
I don't have any information. Neither I am authorized to speak on this. I think the best person to comment is official spokesman. I can only say this much, that people all over from the country are coming on 19th, and we expect that our leaders will be there to address us.
And do you think that Rahul's presence, if at all, at the rally will make a difference to the Congress party? Is there a sense that Rahul being there or not being there doesn't really affect the Congress party?
I'm not saying this, and I don't want to say this. Just I want to say what we are expecting, that a lot of people from all over the country are coming to Delhi at Ramlila ground, and we expect that our leaders will address us.
All right, so before that rally on the 19th, do you want Rahul Gandhi to sit down with Congress leaders and explain to them what he was doing for the last 58 days? Is that something that you would like?
Whether he sit down or whether he holds a meeting, that is he has to take a decision. But as far as we know, his guidance is always there. The party is working with consultation him under his guidance, and he is always available for the party.
All right, Mr. Tiwari, thanks so much for speaking to Headlines today. Let's also get a word from Congress's Sanjay Jha, who's with us on the phone line. Sanjay Jha, are you going to confirm to us that Rahul Gandhi is back?
Well, I can tell you, I can see a lot of frenetic media activity all around. So, I believe that the camera doesn't lie. So let me trust you for the moment to answer that better than me.
All right, so you're telling us that you know as much as we do.
Well, I'm just going to tell you that end of day, Mr. Gandhi is expected to be back soon. And as and when he does, you will be seeing him. And, the Congress party has got a lot of, what I call as challenges and activities to take up going forward. We have an extremely incompetent and incapable government in Delhi at the moment. And as an opposition party, we need to challenge them both in parliament and outside, which we plan to do.
All right, Sanjay Jha, stay on with us. We're getting news that Rahul Gandhi is likely to meet the top brass of the Congress party today and also representatives of farmers tomorrow regarding that mega rally that's been planned on the 19th. Rahul is also likely to travel to Amethi after the rally on the 19th. Sanjay Jha, so we're finally getting to, this is of course still speculative. We're being told that Rahul is expected to meet top Congress leaders. Of course, this is long due, some would say, because there have been a lot of questions about Rahul's sudden disappearance. His leave of absence was approved by the Congress president, and no one else really had any clue about why he took the leave and why at that time.
Well, all I can tell you is that, just because you're in public life, doesn't mean that you're not entitled to your own right to privacy. That's also your fundamental right. But more importantly, I think, at this point of time, the Congress is looking at strengthening itself at the ground level. We have got fantastic leaders within the party. The party has enormous wealth of expertise and talent, both young, middle-aged, and the veterans. And I think we need to channelize everyone's, excellent productive assets moving towards one unified direction. And I think both under the leadership of the Congress President, Mrs. Sonia Gandhi ji, and the Congress Vice President, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, I think we will channelize it forward with great deal of aggression and intensity and commitment.
And Sanjay, you're saying that just because you're in public life doesn't mean that you're not entitled to any kind of privacy or a personal life. But, the impression that's being put out is that Rahul Gandhi may be a reluctant politician. We were speaking to BJP's Sambit Patra a short while back, and he said that the Congress actually needs to decide whether it wants to have a part-time politician at the helm of affairs.
Well, first, the BJP has to decide whether India has a full-fledged Prime Minister or an NRI Prime Minister. You should ask that question of Mr. Sambit Patra. And considering that Mr. Rahul Gandhi has twice been an elected MP from Amethi, the last time he trounced, in fact, 3 times actually, and the last time he's trounced Smriti Irani of the BJP, I think he should know his political facts. Mr. Gandhi is no reluctant politician. Let me repeat that. He's taking charge of the party. He's already been the Vice President for a while. I think there are bigger challenges ahead for us. We will galvanize and get our act together. The BJP needs to worry about this missing Prime Minister, who's usually silent in Parliament and outside when communal temperatures in India are rising.
All right, Sanjay Jha, now turning the tables on the BJP, saying that Narendra Modi is an NRI Prime Minister. The question, of course, was whether Congress wants to have a part-time politician at the helm of affairs. Sanjay Jha, thanks so much for speaking to Headlines today. Let's get a word from our executive editor, Javed Ansari, as well. He's outside Rahul Gandhi's residence on Tughlak Road. Javed Ansari, we're now being told that the Congress Vice President will be meeting the top brass of the Congress party. There are leaders, of course, who want to meet him because they'll be asked questions by the media and they need to know what they have to say.
Yes, certainly that's a question. We are being told that Mr. Rahul Gandhi will tomorrow begin meeting senior leaders of the party. He will also meet delegation of farmers, party workers. This is an exercise which is likely to go on for the next 2 days. Thereafter is the all-important Kisan rally, which is scheduled to be held on Sunday, that is the 19th of April. Rahul Gandhi will then address that meeting. Thereafter, we are told that he will proceed perhaps either on Monday or Tuesday. He will go to Parliament, and then in the course of the week he will proceed to his parliamentary constituency Amethi to meet with his constituents.
All right, so Javed Ansari, when these top leaders of the Congress party meet Rahul Gandhi, of course there are other members, Congress workers especially, who will also be looking at hearing from Rahul Gandhi. There is some kind of candid conversation that needs to come their way so that they know that Rahul is not a reluctant politician, not a part-time politician, someone who's invested in the fortunes of the Congress.
Well, certainly, and this he has to demonstrate not only through words but also deeds. Over the next couple of months, Rahul Gandhi has to slog it out. There's talk that he will go on a nationwide yatra, partly by car, partly on foot. He will interact with workers. He is going to, be a part of people's agitations. He's going to lead from the front. Rahul Gandhi will have to demonstrate that he has the mettle. He has it in him to lead from the front. There are question marks now on account of his abrupt departure from the country. There are question marks about his leadership. There are question marks about his full-time commitment to the job. These are issues that Mr. Rahul Gandhi has to address front on in the next weeks and months ahead.
All right, so Javed Ansari, you're telling us that the next weeks and months will be packed for Rahul Gandhi. There's a countrywide tour where he is expected to meet farmers, which is likely, of course, he's going to kickstart this entire his campaign against the NDA government's land acquisition bill with that Kisan rally in the national capital on the 19th. Tell us that isn't a personal conversation of sorts also expected with Rahul? Are Congress workers looking at some kind of personal touch from the Congress leader who sort of surrounded himself in this veil of secrecy for years? And also, as you know, when you were talking to Rajdeep, he said this is perhaps Rahul Gandhi's last chance.
Well, most certainly. You don't get too many chances in life. Rahul has got more than one. He has to make the worst of it. This is an adversity which he needs to turn around. And this is make or break for him. If Rahul Gandhi can come out of this, he will emerge stronger. If he doesn't, then I'm afraid the Congress will have to look elsewhere, because the expectations from him are huge, and so far he has not fulfilled them. There can be no two ways about it. He hasn't helped his cause by leaving midway. He hasn't helped his cause by being inaccessible, by not communicating enough, and he has to do that, and he must begin doing that by his party people, the very people that he needs to lead. If Rahul Gandhi wants people to believe that he has the mettle to lead them in the future, then he needs to prove it, and there are questions that need to be addressed ASAP.
Javed Ansari getting us the latest from outside Rahul Gandhi's Tughlak Road residence. We're being told that Congress President Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi are present there. No official word on whether or not Rahul has arrived, but it is being speculated that he is perhaps at his residence. Let's also get a word from our Deputy Editor Ashar Ahmad Khan, who tracks the Congress party for us. Ashar, how are other Congress leaders reacting to this news? Because as far as we know, it's only Priyanka and Sonia who are meeting him right now.
Well, the Congress leaders are keeping quiet at this moment. They are trying to wait and watch as to how the day pans out. Then only official reactions will be more forthcoming. But yes, there is confirmation that Rahul Gandhi has come back. And now we are seeing that there are visuals coming. As you can see, there are visuals coming of Rahul Gandhi. He is arriving at his residence. As you can clearly see, Rahul Gandhi is on his way now.
All right, and Ashar, we're also being told that Rahul is expected to meet leaders of the Congress party today. These are, of course, live visuals that we're getting you from Tughlak Road. This is a big developing story. All eyes on whether we'll finally be able to spot Rahul Gandhi after that 58-day-long sabbatical. Where was Rahul Gandhi? No one knows that. We're now being told that he may be back. His mother, Congress President Sonia Gandhi, and Priyanka have arrived at his residence. Javed Ansari, our executive editor, is also with us. Javed Ansari, who is it that just arrived at Rahul's residence? What's happening there?
We're told that Rahul Gandhi just arrived. These cars that you see, Rahul Gandhi arrived in a Tata Safari, escorted by the SPG. He's just gone in. He was wearing a white kurta pajama and sitting in the back of the car. We are at some distance, so we didn't get a clear view, but certainly he was. It looked like Rahul Gandhi, familiar Rahul Gandhi, busy with his phone, SMSing people. We will only know. We were at a distance, so there wasn't a clear view. But what we can guess is that it was perhaps Rahul Gandhi who's finally made his entry into Tughlak Road.
Right, almost a big circus there unfolding outside Rahul Gandhi's residence. There's been speculation about whether or not he's arrived or not. Now we're being told that Rahul Gandhi has reached his Tughlak Road residence. Sonia and Priyanka are already there. Javed Ansari, our executive editor, said that media crews there saw him arrive at his residence in a Tata Safari accompanied by SPG officials. This is the big story we are tracking. Alright, so Rahul Gandhi finally back after his 58-day-long sabbatical. Javed Ansari, when is that meeting with Congress leaders lined up?
We don't know for sure. We certainly don't know for sure. What we did see is that Rahul Gandhi was wearing his customary kurta and pajama. These are not clothes that he travelled in. He had come in earlier in the day. He's now chosen to come to his house. He had stepped out for a while. He's now chosen to come to his house, and that meeting will take place in the course either sometime late this afternoon or maybe tomorrow. We are not sure. We will only know once official word comes out from the Congress party.
And Javed Ansari, in all your years of political reporting, have you ever witnessed this kind of tamasha and circus around a politician's return from a holiday?
Well, not for a return from a holiday, but yes, I've witnessed a lot of tamasha, especially in the days when the Janata Dal was in power. But by Congress standards, this is a bit unprecedented because, nobody I haven't heard of a politician who's left abruptly and then returned. There was some drama at the time when Sonia Gandhi in her early years she threatened to quit when Mr. Sangma and Mr. Sharad Pawar had raised that banner of revolt on the foreign origin issue. But that lasted for a week and 10 days, and then she was persuaded by the party to take it back. This is the second such time that I'm witnessing such dramatic scenes.
All right, Javed Ansari, thanks so much for that update. We're going to keep coming back to you. This is the big story. We are